16!
All right, well, you get to pick.
Okay, well, I did it last week.
Yeah.
I
mean, if I could refresh my memory, I remember we had the long talk.
Yep.
The
longest of talks.
And then Anise talked to Freddie, and then Anise talked to the church, and then all of the prizes were wheeled out, and then we spent a while holding items up at the guy with the glasses.
That's pretty much what happened.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
basically.
The Van-Fem pawn shop, yeah.
I guess I can recap since I did do a lot last week.
I kind of feel like you just did.
Oh, but I didn't do it in the Anise voice, so it
That's
doesn't
fair.
count.
That's fair. You've got to roleplay.
Who was that, Buck?
No, that's me making fun of my character in the game that I'm playing in.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I pretty much, the other important things I remember were that when Penelope held up her violin, the glasses sort of halfway went, there's might be a legend there, and I thought that was interesting.
I'm gonna be that pedantic bitch and be like, it's a viola.
Viola, fine. Fine.
You're channeling every person who's ever played a viola.
Me.
Yeah, and then Anise got a number for someone in the church, and she is being very much like, I don't know what jawbone, what are you talking about? Don't have one.
Bones.
I got coins, and Penelope got coins. Oh, and then at the very end, Mr. Hierophant showed up, because that's apparently his sword.
Yeah.
Sword!
Yep, other than that, just minor recappy notes. The stuff that you guys handed over for this one,
excuse me, sorry.
Aiden handed off via Anise his scroll from Chiron. And Penelope handed off the piece of the Eiffel Tower. And Penelope also noticed that an item was missing from her bag in the process. And Anise learned that apparently the blonde girl can immediately identify special items as real or not.
Yep.
Which is a fun trick.
And that Charity Psalms is not a high level enough church person to be the one to negotiate with, but she has someone's number. So, crossing my fingers that that pans out eventually.
Yep. Hey. Pretty much. And yeah, other than that, you left Jameson up here and nothing bad happened. So that's important.
A good old time.
And you learned the order of the games because it turns out that Buck was actually gathering information and not just flirting for the last day. Good job, little rogue scout.
We learned that Leo and Reggie have nothing of value and can contribute nothing of value in society or in these games.
It's true. They are stuck here doing normal gambling, along with the two kids who obviously did not have anything.
Womp womp.
Oh well. But yeah, and then at the end, after Penelope sent pictures of all the items to Mr. Hierophant, he messaged back and said that the sword was his, asked for a little help. Contrary to past rules where he always said he needed a fireplace, he just popped out of a cantrip, which is inconsistent with what you were told before. That was not me forgetting. I'm just letting you know that was inconsistent. Something to consider. And when he got out, he walked over, took a look at the sword, and then he looked up at Van-Fem, and that was where we stopped.
Dramatic.
So nice. Dramatic.
Ooh.
You all right over there?
The spice.
Oh.
We got in through a cantrip, through a bounded field when teleporting isn't working correctly. So that's interesting too.
It's a thing. Stuff to consider.
It's great.
I'm glad he's on our side, or at least not against us.
He works for you.
I was going to say, I'm glad he's my lawyer.
He works for
It's
your
just-
uncle.
Look,
Mhm.
it just reinforces Aiden's past feeling of this man has a lot of knowledge and scares me. It's just amplified. It's like this man has a lot of knowledge and can teleport on this boat. Oh no.
Maybe we didn't have to worry about the harvesters after all.
Sister Hierophant.
It's like, all right, time to start killing everyone. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa,
whoa.
hold up, hold up. Can I leave first? Can I...
He's like, no, you know what you got into.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Recap over.
Cool,
Yeah.
routine.
Time to do it again.
Ho ho. Okay, now we do it in a different voice. No.
We
Yeah,
sat
so
around
they,
talking for a while, and then we played the game.
No!
right, so we sat around talking for a white minute, and then before you know it,
And then everyone got everything they wanted, and we ended the
Yay.
game. No,
and then Strange Fate
Yeah.
came out, and I was happy.
that's not how D&D works. All right.
All right, cool. We here.
And scene.
Ah.
All right, so yeah, where we last left off, Mr. Hierophant was looking at that sword, and now he's looking back up at Van-Fem, and then he says in a low voice that carries well, "That is mine. It is not yours to give away."
Oof.
And Van-Fem walks over here to the little lean outy part, awkwardly above Moss, who realizes where he's at and starts getting out of the way. Fair. It is not yours anymore. It is mine to give out as needed. You lost it when they cut off your heads. That is not how I see it. Well, be that as it may, you can bring it up with the Japanese government if you wish. More to the point, you are not invited here. You are trespassing. I trust you know that that means you have no special protections. I'll worry about that on my own time. And then he ignores him and walks back over to the two of you. Or the three of you, I guess.
Shit.
Just blowing him off. And as he does, he's like, I can't really ask this of you. But if you could, I suppose, win that for me, I will make it worth your while.
Oh, okay.
Just all three of them are like nodding their head.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Just nod head. Nod head.
And as this happens, you three are pretty close.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, Lord.
Gotta pull out the perception.
Perception. Oh, I have a plus.
Persona! 13.
13. Oh, yeah, you're at disadvantage.
Evan.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Aiden doesn't notice this. But Anise and Penelope notice when he gets this close that you don't feel that normal compulsion to tell the truth while he's next to you.
Ooh.
And that while the boat is swaying up and down, he is remarkably level.
Huh.
Which,
Zone of Truth didn't work earlier either. I think.
Whew.
when it was
Not
cast
really.
a bit ago, it's just you all passed it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That one you all passed. But no, like what you notice here, because he's not moving with the swaying of the boat, which is very subtle and it's easier to tell when you're up close. Contrary to the idea that illusions don't work here, he's totally an illusion.
Oh.
Like
Huh.
he's an illusion, like he's not there.
Right. He's talking to you and he's interacting, but he's not physically here.
Gotcha.
Penelope knows that this is a high-level bard or wizard spell.
Ah.
And that maybe that whole thing with the fire was just a trick to convince people he was there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's a level 7 spell, which is a big deal, but it's believable that an old dragon would know how to do that.
Yeah.
He is presumably somewhere else projecting through project image himself being here. But he can't physically interact with anything here.
Well, we need to win catalysts anyway, and I have no intention of summoning a saber. So yeah, I'll try and win it. Why not?
Yeah. Can Penelope wants to step forward, and she's gonna be like, excuse me, towards Van-Fem.
Yes.
And she's gonna point back towards Mr. Hierophant, or the illusion of,
Yeah.
and be like, this is my lawyer. I would like the same protections granted for him as for the rest of my party.
I'm afraid that contract has already been signed.
Okay. I'm just gonna grumble and just pout over in the corner.
Fair enough.
Just like,
My favorite part of this is that Aiden still thinks he's physically here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's like getting closer. Don't mind him. He's just like, is there anything else? Like he's just like whispering to him. He's like, is there anything else that's like yours that we need to be aware of in there? Or like,
Oh
is
my
that
God.
the only one?
I didn't
Turns out all
see
7
anything else
catalysts
of
in front.
mine.
Hmm?
He said he didn't see
What?
anything else that was his.
Oh, okay. And like no friends or anything.
None that I've seen.
Okay.
He then
Got
casually walks over here and sits down, not quite lining up with the ship,
oh my
but
God.
doing his best to fake it.
Well, I guess, you know, we all have a first game that we're gonna enter into.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to play it. I'm gonna be real honest.
That's okay.
It's roulette. It's cool. You're going to get an explanation.
Oh, fuck. I've been in me voice. Sorry. My B.
You're good.
I mean, that's okay.
You're allowed to be you and just say that it's hard for people to understand him. You don't
Oh.
actually have to do that the whole time. We understand.
How dare you. I got
Look,
used to
I had a lot of things that I'd consider doing that I dropped, if only for the benefit of other players. I had a character once where I wanted everything that they said to be in weird pig Latin, and I just decided, you know what? This is going to annoy everyone, including me trying to do it. It's exhausting to keep up a character like that.
My brain
But-
was like gambling. Only gambling.
The gambling. But yeah, so you've got there's a last call if anyone wants to drop any other items in. You don't see anybody making a move for it, but
I'm going to turn to Penelope and Aiden. So I think it's probably smarter for each of us to enter a different game to have a better chance of getting more catalysts, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I've got a pretty good feeling, she winks, about this first game. So I think I should enter.
I mean, go for it.
All right.
and as you're saying that, Buck hops up, and as he's walking by says, "Remember, third time's a charm," and then he comes up here. And with that, they call in the participants for the first game of roulette. And as a reminder, while the mast of the ship is in the circle area in the middle, it also has a roulette wheel around it. So, when the big pit fiend who has the saber, or the sword, walks up to it, it passes a hand and the mast in the center becomes invisible so that you can see the entire wheel all the time.
Oh, that's
And
so
it
cool.
repeats out loud, "No cheating. Who will participate in the first game? Step forward.
Yep.
And then rather than me doing it entirely in that voice, I'm going to tell you how to play the game. Hooray. Because that would be obnoxious in and of itself. So, unlike a real roulette wheel, we're playing a game with d20s. So this is only a 20 space wheel, not like 34 or whatever the real ones have. And I'm going to paste some stuff into chat for you. Blam. Oh god, why is it white? Well, I hope you can read that. If not, don't worry about it. The important thing is I can read that. But yeah, so what we're going to do is, for this game, instead of spinning a real wheel, we're going to roll a d20. And it's going to come out on a number, according to this list. And based on the number, it will be red, black, or green. Green is bad here. Green means the house wins. So you don't want a 1 or a 2. The rest of them are split evenly between red and black. And that's going to be what it rolls on to determine where the ball ends up. Now, in terms of betting and gambling, you can place 1 or more chips on any of these. And that determines your prize payout. Most of them are going to be for every chip you put down, you get 2 back if you win. So pretty, you'd say evens, you put it on evens. If an even comes up, you get double back. Same for odds, same for red, same for black. You can go low, you can go high. Same payout for all of them. However, if you pick a specific number and you put the chip on that number, because it's 1 in 18 odds of success and 2 like outright fails, you get 18 tokens back for every chip you put on that. And then it'll be a spin, and the monster announces, there will be 3 spins in this game. Whoever wins the most chips in this round, in addition to the chips, will receive the sword. So your goal, if you want to get an item in a round, is to win the most chips that round on that game. That also means that if you have more chips to put into it, you've got better odds of succeeding, so it's probably good to get chips early if you can.
Okay, and then the clues Buck has given me are bet on 7 and 3rd time's the charm.
Third
Yeah.
round. Third
Yeah,
round.
so that's got to be the 3rd round. So, but what that's telling me is it's not completely randomized, then, if he's telling me bet on 7.
Also, as you step up to the wheel like you're doing now, aside from the mast of the ship becoming transparent so that you can see through it and see where the ball falls, you can also feel that you're stepping into a local bounded field that has the effect of an anti-magic field. Meaning no spells, no magic items, nothing can enter the area above that other than the invisibility spell. So no cheating with magic.
Does my bag of holding still work?
It will not.
Oh. So I put my hand in and
it's just a bag. It's just a bag. Yep.
Gotcha.
Any magic items that you put around that will not work. So, as a lot of you are deciding what to do.
When I step, if I step back, the bag works as normal?
Yep. It's a localized thing.
Gotcha. Of course.
Excuse me. Penelope's gonna lean over to Anise and be like, so, do you mind if I enter, like, the first round of this? Just to help? Or do you think that'll make it worse?
I don't think that'll make it worse.
Okay.
I'm going to...
All right, I'm just gonna make sure I have a recap of how many chips each person has. So, Penelope, you gave 5 of the chips back to Aiden, right?
Yeah, I get 5 chips to Aiden.
Okay.
Which, if Penelope does want them back, he'll definitely do so for Mr. Hierophant.
Yeah, she'll go up and ask Aiden, like, hey,
He just nods his head and passes them
Yeah.
over.
okay.
Okay. Like, I technically have all of these things in your characters, but I'm keeping a separate tally so I don't have to constantly reference them.
Yeah.
Because theoretically, people are winning or losing, and these numbers are going to change a bit. So, yeah.
Cool.
So people have gathered around it. It looks like the church has sent forward Jonas for this one. Or not the church, the Mage Association sent forward Jonas. A very uncomfortable Charity stuck over here next to the harvester guy, leaning a bit closer in Penelope's direction because he's gross.
Grody.
It seems like each group has sent someone forward, and then the pit fiend announces, "We will start taking bets in clockwise order, and we will ask that you shuffle between rounds to avoid an unfair advantage." Also, I didn't mention it before, but this pit fiend has one of those little visors on and some sunglasses.
Oh
love
no!
him. I love
It's
him.
so cute.
Does he have a little bow tie too? Or...
Yes,
Oh my God.
absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
He is absolutely just like a casino guy. Like, it doesn't have a Hawaiian shirt, but it should. If it could find
Oh
one,
my
it would wear
God.
one.
Cry. I love him.
Yep.
Pit fiend for best boy.
All
Yes.
right.
I want to ask
So-
his name, but Anise would not do that, so...
All right, so it starts over with Butcher, and we're just going to go clockwise. So Butcher takes a moment to look at the wheel, like eyeballing it, leaning around a bit. And then he takes out 3 chips, and he's going to put those 3 chips on odds. And then he's smug. And following that, Charity says a quick prayer and puts 3 chips on even.
It's just like relatable.
Like, whatever he voted for, the other one, because God can't reward that.
Yeah.
Now it's over to Penelope.
She's gonna put 5 tokens on red.
5 on red.
3 on black.
Okay. And finally, there at the end, Ainsworth looks over all of this and says, he's just going to put 1 chip down, and he's going to put the 1 chip on high numbers. He's being cautious right now. The pit fiend then says, "All bets are locked." And now I'm going to ask, because Aiden's not playing, for Aiden to roll a d20.
I'm gonna roll it like a normal person and not with,
It's for the best.
No. Yeah, not like I was rolling it as myself.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, so 16 red. So 16 is even, 16 is reds, which means the harvesters are -3.
Bitches.
Anise
what?
is -3.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Penelope is +5. The church is +3. And the Mages Association is +1. As far as any of you can tell, no one has cheated yet.
Give it time.
At this point, the Pit Fiend raises its hand, and the lot of you feel yourselves getting shuffled around.
Oh. Oh, I fucking knew it.
Hey, it's mingling time.
Oh no.
Penelope, you are not moved. Because you were the big winner.
Hey.
It is now turning to Anise. Place your bets.
Same bet as before. 3 on black.
Okay, let me update the totals just as a reminder for everyone. So the Harvesters are down 3, Anise is down 3, Penelope's up 5.
So if I do a specific number, do I just, no matter how many I bet, would I get 18, or would that be 18 tokens per chip?
Per chip you put on that number.
Okay.
Just all last round.
No, that is what I'm going to do, and if I don't win, I'm going to Stranglebuck.
Fair. All right, so you said same bet as last time, so...
Same bet as last. 3 on black.
3 on black. Okay, now it's over to Ainsworth, who he's looking under the thing to make sure nothing seems rigged because he's cautious. He seems to be very risk prone, which is why, or risk averse, which is a special thing. And then he says, 3 tokens on high. He's feeling good about that. Penelope's turn.
She's gonna put 5 tokens on low.
Okay. Charity takes a look at this and decides she's putting 5 tokens on red. Now Butcher, seeing all of this play out, leans back and says, well, this time, and he's holding out of this bet. He's putting 0. Okay, so this go round,
Can I watch? Can I see if anybody cheated during this round?
you absolutely can. Yeah, you can do a perception check.
It's gonna be shitty, but you know what? We're going for it.
Respectable.
Still a pretty good roll.
Yeah. Actually got that 18. Ooh.
Yeah, so you notice through this round that you can see that Janice is trying to do something with hand gestures, but it's not working. Like he's trying to find a way around the anti-magic field, and it's just not working.
I was just about to ask if it looked like somatic hand casting, or if he was trying to like talk to somebody at his.
It looks like he's doing somatic casting, but it's not working. Whatever he was trying to do isn't happening, and since he's not successfully cheating, it doesn't seem to be having much effect. No one else seems to be cheating, although the Butcher is looking at Penelope the whole time. Because she was the big winner last round.
And look, she just keeps making that target larger, and I'm just like,
She didn't do shit, okay?
Look, I know this time she didn't do shit. That's the problem.
Oh,
Okay.
Not that this will apply to roulette specifically.
Uh-huh.
A few weeks ago, I mentioned when I was going through the book of all the plants, I think I mentioned that Anise would probably pick up plants that are known to like help with luck. Just have them on her. I don't know if that would affect anything, but I just want to put it out there. Anise has a whole bunch of lucky plants.
That's fair.
Hidden around her clothes. I can give you specific ones.
we will see. It's not going to affect roulette,
Yeah,
but
I
it
didn't
might
think so.
actually affect a future game, because they're interesting games, I hope. All right, so now I'm going to let Aiden do the D20 roll again.
That's weird.
8
An 8. All right,
is
so
red.
8 is red.
Man.
So Anise is minus 3 tokens again.
Goodness,
Penelope
back.
chose low.
Huh.
So Penelope's up another 5 tokens.
That halfling luck is working out. It's
Sweet,
just
Yeah.
there's no
And she's
game
like,
mechanic.
she's not even using it. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just innate. It's just there.
Yep, the church bet on red, and that worked out for them too. And the Mage Association is minus 3.
You know, Aiden just turns to Mr. Hierophant. It's just like, fuck. If you have good charm, protection, Penelope gonna need it. It's just all, just like,
Can Penelope notice that, or does Penelope notice that the butcher keeps looking over at her?
Yeah, he's not being subtle about it. He spent the entire last round staring at you. He didn't even look at the spin because he didn't have anything in on it.
She's just gonna narrow her eyes suspiciously, like, what are you up to?
Does Anise
She
notice?
doesn't say that out loud, but
I'm sure Anise notices.
this man is not subtle.
Anyone could see. He's not being subtle.
Yeah.
All right, and with this, the Pit Fiend lifts his hand again, and you all get moved around a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
baby.
And the butcher stays where he is. Okay, now it comes over to Penelope.
oh boy. She is gonna bet 5 tokens on odd.
Okay. All right, now it's over to the church. And actually, let me see. So she's closing her eyes and she's pointing to see where it goes. And she points at 7. And she says, 7 on 7.
Oh no.
I
Going
love
on that
her.
religious. Going all religious with it.
So I can still bet on 7, even though she's already put chips on 7?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. Seeing that, Anise is going to do the same thing. She's going to close her eyes and act like she's saying a prayer and point and be like, oh, all right, I will also put 7 on 7.
Okay.
What if there's a
One bit of like
Mhm.
game reminder advice. If it comes out on 7, she'll have 1 more than you this round.
Yeah.
Okay, she'd put all 9 on 7 then.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not misleading you in the first game. So all in on
I
7.
didn't think about that. All 9 on 7.
Okay. So the two of you putting heavy in on 7 has now got Ainsworth like looking over. And he looks back at the Pit Fiend who's waiting for him. And he says, 5 on 7. And now staring over at the lot of you between the odd and the 7. Butcher is narrowing his eyes behind his glasses at the whole lot of you to see what's going on.
Oh.
There's nothing in the rules against asking for God to advise you. That's all I'm saying.
Goddess, you just hear Aiden call from a...
You stay out of this, Aiden.
Did you just say his name out loud?
I mean, no, I didn't. Fuck, I did not. No. You stay out of this, sugar cubes.
That's right.
Fuck.
Like, I'm gonna see what he's gonna do. I'm gonna roll for him here and see what he decides to do, because this is very strange. How like 3 of you just went in on 7.
I hope he doesn't have as many tokens as everyone else. I know he's
I have to show you this.
Did he roll a fucking 7 too?
He did. He rolled a 7.
No.
No.
What the fuck?
Like, I have to show you because otherwise I don't know that you're gonna believe me. So there you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sure the Pit Fiend's gonna be like one more round at this point because this is all sus.
And then he nods to himself and he goes,
He held out last round. I think he's got more chips.
He's got more chips.
He's got more chips.
11 on 7.
Fuck our lives.
Do we get our tokens back if we lose, or does he get all of the tokens?
I mean, like, you will have your tokens, the house collects, and then the house pays out. And so now you can see from across the room, you can see Buck, and he's holding out his hand sideways like an up or down for thumbs up.
Hold up.
Anise is going to very subtly do a thumbs down.
Jesus.
Okay.
Because she's done the math and she realizes that if this bet actually happens, Butcher will win, so...
Okay. I'll wait for everyone to be back before we do it. But
Gonna suck ass 'cause that's all the tokens though is the problem.
Well, that's why I was asking, do we get our tokens back?
nope.
But if everyone else is on 7,
Sorry,
maybe
I had to
Penelope
step
will
away.
win.
I'm hoping so, yeah.
What just happened in the last like minute? Because I had to step away for a second because somebody was knocking at my door.
We paused.
Okay.
So technically, from the back of the boat, Buck held out his hand with the thumb to the side as a sign of like, are we going thumbs up or thumbs down? In a way that is pretty subtle, but Anise recognizes it because they do small hand signs at each other all the time to get around the authority of the high wisdom druids that raised them.
Anise maybe did like a stretch or something and did a very subtle thumbs down.
Yeah.
She doesn't want Butcher winning anything under any circumstances, because fuck him.
Fair.
Does
Okay.
he have to roll again?
You do get to roll again, and we will narrate what happens.
Yeah, because I feel like if it had been a thumbs up, it would have landed on 7.
Oh yeah. If I roll a 7, I'm sorry, okay?
Okay, no one wins.
All right. So while the ship is swaying back and forth, Aiden, of all people, notices this. There's a slight break in the back and forth. Actually, Anise also notices this because she's been feeling seasick. You've become kind of hyper aware of how the boat moves up and down. It's off by like a third of a second. It's very subtle, but it's almost like the ship stayed at the low point a little longer than it needed to. And the ball rolls to the opposite side from the 7, and it lands on the 10. And at this point, the pit fiend actually laughs and says, "Tough luck." Changes the totals now to The harvesters just lost 11 chips. Anise just lost 9 chips.
And she is out. So she's just gonna come over here and join the peanut gallery.
Penelope lost 5 chips. Bring her back down to 20. The church just lost 7 chips. Bring them down to 16. Mages Association just lost 5 chips. Bring them down to 8 chips.
Holy shit.
So the winner after round 1 is Penelope.
Who?
How many does the butcher have left?
1.
Oh,
He thought you were all up to something, so he went for big, and you were, just not what he thought.
Well, you know what? It worked out even better because he's only got 1 shit to enter, and he's fucked over from the final game if that's the case.
He does not look happy.
Yes.
So we don't get our chips back.
You do not get your chips back.
But Penelope has like
20 chips.
She has 20.
20 foot.
So
Yeah.
your group is ultimately ahead of the others by virtue of you brought 2 items to the party. And so there you go. With that, the pit fiend turns to Penelope, the one that the butcher's been staring at the whole time. And then he says, "You have won this round.
Oh, yay!
I will bring you your item at the close of the games." And it moves over to the side where it stands in guard of the item.
And it just casually strolls over beside Penelope,
Hi!
make sure she is between the butcher and Penelope.
Yeah. Over in the distance, you can see Freddy talking to that pit fiend, and the pit fiend nodding, the one who has your sword, and the pit fiend, instead of standing up here, does the awkward walk by, and it goes down the stairs with your weapon.
Oh. Just waves at the pit fiend as he goes by.
The pit fiend, as it walks by you, gives you a thumbs up. Because you're a winner.
She's gonna run up to the illusion of Mr. Hierophant and be like, "Alright, I got it."
Thank you.
Now we just have to get off the boat with it. At all times now, Anise is making sure she is between the butcher and Penelope.
I mean,
The butcher is walking over to the MC, and they're talking for a moment,
Oh, he's about to give him another fucking item, isn't he?
and he hands something over you can't see, and is given a handful of chips.
Oh my god, no!
Like, we didn't expect this fucker to have more than one
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
catalyst. Yeah.
It's true.
I'm gonna have to nab some later.
But hey,
Penelope sees this and just kind of like looks at her bag and then just kind of shrugs, like, eh.
You don't need it. You've got that halfling look, right?
Huh?
Never mind.
You lost all
What?
one.
What?
Oh no, I don't have any more chips. I'm totally out. I'm sorry.
Penelope hands 5 chips to Anise.
No, I mean, she just hands them over to sugar cubes instead.
Penelope hands 5 more chips to Anise.
Thank you.
I mean, if you don't want them, I'll take them back.
No, it'll be better if there's more of us in the final game, I think. If nothing else, just to keep the final prize away from she's gestures over at Butcher.
That's fair.
when she does so, he smiles back. And then he goes back to his party.
So, I guess we've got a little while before the next game, right?
I guess
yeah.
so.
In the interest of keeping things moving, we'll say you all get to do one thing between each round, or we will never finish this.
Fair.
So, But yeah, everyone goes back to their respective places, should you wish to interact with anyone. Hierophant continues to sit down here.
Noticing what I just noticed, Penelope's gonna go back over to the side that has the song and dance crew, where Jameson is.
Yep.
And, she's gonna scoot up beside Johnny and be like, hey, are you okay? Noticing that she's sitting at the fucking table with Joe.
Oh, I'm making a point. He's not getting away. I'd steer daggers at him, but that'd be dangerous. So instead, I'm staring at a dagger.
Okay. Don't, be careful.
I'm not worried about it.
Penelope cuts, like, the quickest possible glance over, like, in Joe's direction. And then looks back at Johnny like, alright.
Joe seems to be casually sitting back and enjoying the show.
And I guess that'll do it for my one thing.
Okay. Yeah, Jameson seems to be doing fine, by the way. He's sort of settled in over here with the rest of them and is just listening into the gossip and the whatnot. Now that you're between rounds, I'm not going to bother adding tokens for them. But over here at the top, like the top left table, there are people playing normal cards. Like they're just playing poker or whatever, so that all the other newbies actually get a chance to do something. Fancy is still being fancy, though. So, you know, getting information or whatever it is she does. And likewise, other people are getting possibly taken advantage of in different ways. As you do. So yeah, that'll cover Penelope's post-round 1 adventure. What are Anise and Aiden doing?
So, do we want to wait a few more rounds to enact any sort of our plans? Do we want to even bother trying to do it in this episode? What's going on?
That is a good question. Well, first of all, like 10 minutes passed in the first round or something? Because I got to keep track of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much time did roulette take?
Roulette in total went relatively quickly. We'll say it was like a 15-minute thing.
Okay,
so we've got about 45 minutes.
He's got 15 minutes till he has to chug another flask.
Mm-hmm. We've got 45 until the next game.
Yep. And as a reminder, you were told the next game is blackjack. So.
And he just looks to you, and he kind of, like, he shrugs, like, what do you want to do first?
I mean, that was why I asked. I don't want to hog too much of the time. But I know there are things you wanted to do, and they coincided with things I wanted to do. I just didn't know if we wanted to do them now or try and get a few more rounds first.
Like, let's get a few more rounds first, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, he's not in such a foul mood.
He doesn't seem like he's in a foul mood, but...
He was not happy about that loss.
That's fair. All right. Anise is going to go chill over here.
Hanging out with Derek and the bird.
Yep.
Fair.
Aiden's gonna... I think he's gonna see that, like, Penelope and Johnny are at the table with Joe. And, like, the three, including, like, Anise, kind of warned everyone, like, don't look him in the eyes. So he's just kind of like, why are they up there at his table? So he's gonna go to them. And just kind of, like, behind them be like, you okay? Like, whispering.
Yeah, we've already got it covered. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I guess Anise would actually check in with Buck first.
Yep. Buck is casually leaning over on the edge of the deck, and Anise, do a perception check.
Cool. On perception. 10.
Okay. You can see that he's got something hidden behind him, but you can't see what as he's leaning directly against the back. Real bummer there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, but it worked out anyway.
Seems like there's a bit more to the game than it's, lets on. But the next one should be fun.
Oh yeah, it's blackjack, right?
That's what I'm told. You remember playing any of that?
Oh yeah, we played that all the time.
But did you ever play it for money? I'm trying to remember. I think we played it for favors.
We paid it for making each other do embarrassing things, and
That was the currency of Sherwood, wasn't it?
and just Beach and Moss lost so much.
Well, gotta be brave in these things. And just don't forget the most important rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a winnable game. There's some skill to it. It's not
That
blind.
is true.
Like, card counting's pretty easy, but doubt that's gonna apply here. I'm sure they're cheating beyond that, but in general, I'd say that just remember that this is a game where the house doesn't get any choices. It's all on you.
And here I thought that the most important rule was always commit to the bit. She just walks over to go chill with her bird and her boy.
Alrighty, so is everybody ready for the blackjack part?
Yeah.
Alright, so for the blackjack part, let's just pick one of these other tables for funsies. Some variety.
So I went back and listened to the episode again to make sure I wasn't misremembering, and I did not make this character choice for Anise. You did, DM. She's good at card tricks. Like, that came up in the Lupin mansion real early.
Yep.
Like, she was just casually intimidating Leo by flicking cards real fast. And then I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I guess she got real good at card tricks.
No,
so, just putting
it's
that out
legit.
there.
And you are welcome to use that to your advantage if you so desire. Alright, so who's going to be playing in this one?
I guess Anise would confer with Penelope and Sugar Cubes first.
Sugar Cubes is conferring with Roomba friend.
So, I feel like, again, more of us is probably going to be better in the long run. But at the same time, I only have 5 tokens. This is not me asking for more tokens.
Penelope slides her a token.
She slides it back. Stop that.
Oh my gosh, it's a nun.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'll play 2.
Okay.
She's gonna be like,
Aiden's gonna hold this
move,
one out again.
nun, get out the way.
Oh, he's going back. All right,
Oh,
y'all. Make
push
this
her again.
money.
Oh no, he's sitting right next to
Oh
her.
no!
Mingle, mingle.
Yeah, Anise will just wave at him coyly.
So Aiden's gonna go to this Roomba. All right, Roomba, I love you, even though you're my Roomba, but this Roomba.
I guess this close to Butcher, is there anything I can notice about him? Like with a perception check?
What are you trying to notice about him? Just like weird physical things, or?
Yeah, just like,
Does he have a pimple?
or like, I don't know. Does he have tattoos?
Sure, you
Is
could.
his skin a different color in places?
Yeah, you could do a new perception check for that.
Yeah, anything weird.
There's
14?
plenty weird.
Yeah.
So, for starters, yeah, he absolutely has a, tattoo on his neck, which you can see in the art here. But you're close enough and rolling successfully enough to see that it's not a tattoo in the sense that, like, ink was done. The tattoo is simply skin from something else.
Ugh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah. And now that you're seeing him a little bit closer, you can see that there's a bunch of small inconsistencies in his frame. He doesn't look like he's got like a short arm or anything like that, but like his hands don't quite match each other or the rest of his skin. Like there's just tones that are all over the place. He feels very subtle patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like you had a doll that you just kept swapping materials in, but they all came from the same collection. They were just, given different treatment over time. Like some are more faded than others, but like this guy's a collection of stuff. You're starting to see how maybe the original version of him that you saw in that vision might have looked that way, and that would maybe be the base under all of. Well, not him. Sorry, it was the other guy. It was Joe that you saw in the vision. Ugh.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember
No.
a vision.
No. I'm looking at the wrong NPC right now. No, everything that I said is still true. It just has nothing to do with your vision. You can see that there was a guy at one point. Beneath this, he is not like a Frankenstein's creature. Like there's someone there. He's just been adding stuff for a while.
That dead apostle theory is looking real correct. Great.
You can see why
Super
Iden
gross.
was like, I can't talk about this. And now that you've gotten a closer look.
Yeah, he's very subtly discomforting.
Yeah, Anise is definitely not comfortable.
There you go. All right, so he's sitting down. He leans back a little bit. Fresh stack of chips. He's put 16 of them down in front of him so they can slide them over as needed. At this point, the pit fiend running this table, who also has a little visor. He's got a visor. He's not wearing glasses because he doesn't want to give you any weird reflections in a card game. But he's sitting there, pretty chill. Do all of the players know how blackjack works?
I do.
Precious.
Okay, I'll give you the refresher. So, when you're playing blackjack in like a casino type environment, you have the you put your bet down first, like how much you're betting on a hand. Like if you win, you get double back. If you happen to get a blackjack, which is to say a 21, you get 1.5 times your bet back. So getting blackjack is worth more than just what you put down. And we'll be rounding up just to make sure that it always feels good. So even if you bet 1 coin there, you're effectively going to get 1 back if you win, or 2 if you get a blackjack. So each of you are going to be dealt 2 cards. And we're going to be using a D13, those things that are hard to get in real life, to determine what's on the card between a 1 and a 10 for the numbers, with 1 being an ace, and then 11, 12, and 13 being like Jack, Queen, King. Doesn't really matter because in blackjack they're all worth 10 from 10 and up, so you don't really have to worry too much. But your goal is going to be to get as close to 21 as you can without going over. If you roll a 1, then it's worth either 1 or 11 because it's an ace, depending on whatever's better for you. The dealer's also getting 2 cards. One of the cards is going to be revealed to everybody up front, and the other one's secret. So you already know at least one of the dealer's cards before we start. This will get a little more obvious after you play it once. The other one is hidden, unless the card that comes up is a face card, in which case they have to tell you whether or not they already have a blackjack. Because if the dealer gets a blackjack, everyone loses no matter what. That's the house advantage. So, be that as it may. The goal is to get as close to 21 as you can without going over. Each turn, you can get an additional card, and it'll go around in the circle here. Even though other people are here, you can't actually influence each other's luck. You're just all playing together against the dealer. The most important thing to remember is that the dealer has to take another card if they are under 17. And if they get to 17 and up, they have to stop. Like, the dealer doesn't actually get to make any decisions. So based on the first card, you can make choices accordingly. Because you're playing this with the rest of them, whoever wins the most chips this round is going to get the bow. But you can bet as much or as little as you want each time. There's no weird multipliers other than you get double back or you get 1.5 times on a blackjack. So, given all that, we shall play a card game. So first up, he's going to ask what everyone's betting. And he's going to start with Anise, and he'll go around the circle.
She's just going to put in 1 chip for now. Also,
Okay.
I had Hemlock move over here.
Okay.
Is anyone, like, looking at him suspiciously as Van-Fem being like, what's this fucking bird doing here?
He does not care.
Okay.
This is not the kind of game where you can really get an advantage because the dealer is putting their cards face down. Like, even the dealer doesn't know.
Yeah.
But you can
Oh,
do
so
that.
the dealer doesn't even look at them.
No.
Ah,
That's
gotcha.
why you can automate this with a robot. The dealer is effectively not a person. Their job is to take your chips.
Fair. Yeah, is it 1 round or is it...
You're going to play 3 times.
It's 3?
So.
All right, yeah, just one for now.
Okay. All right. And then the butcher's going to put in 3 chips. Then the church lady is going to put in 1 chip as well because she's maybe not as accustomed to this. Penelope, what you putting in?
3 chips.
3 chips. Penelope's brave. And Pierce is going to put in 2 chips. Okay, so now we're going to see what the dealer gets. Because I have to type in D13, because that's where we're at in this world.
You mean you don't have a D13? Just to
I
roll?
do.
God.
I personally do. Fantasy Grounds doesn't.
I guess they do make D13s.
Yeah, you can totally get those. Geometry cries, but all of these things are possible. Okay, so the face-up card is a 7. So I'll just type it in so everyone can see. Face-up card is a 7. And he has a face-down card. Now, everyone else is going to get a 2 cards. So I'm just going to tell you what your cards are so that... Actually, no, you can type it. Type /die as in, oh no. And then type 2D13 and hit enter. And each of you can see what your cards are.
Everyone else can see that too, though, right? So
Yeah.
But,
Oh, I would stay. Holy shit.
yeah.
That is
Well,
Yeah.
good.
keep in mind 10, 11, 12, and 13 are all 10.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember that.
Oh, yeah, it's not actually. Okay, so you actually have 12
14.
and then 14. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, Penelope's on
Never
14. Anise is on her choice of 3 or 13.
Wait.
Oh no, sorry, no, I'm dumb. Yeah, it's not a 1, it's an 11. I can't read.
Yeah.
So yeah, Anise is
Yeah,
on
yeah.
12.
Yep.
Anise is on 12. Let's see where the others are at. I have to write them all down.
We can choose to pick up another card or not pick up another card, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
At 12, I would say hit again. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm just going to write down what everyone else has got. Okay, so all of them look at their respective cards, and now before anyone does anything else, the dealer's going to reveal his other card. Which is an 8. So the dealer is now on 15.
Mm-hmm.
Which means the dealer is going to have to take another card next turn. So now it goes back to Anise to decide if she wants another card or not.
Well, I'm trying to type. And there's no way I could get advantage or anything on this, right? It's just...
No,
like,
it's just... Unless you're finding a way to cheat. If anyone wants to cheat, tell me.
If there's an anti-magic field, there's no way I could cheat. Oh.
That's...
There's a 1.
Or an 11. But an 11 would put me over, so...
Alright, so that puts you on 13. Okay.
There's no 4th round of picking up cards, right?
There is. You can go as long as you need to. Technically, I'm doing this wrong because the dealer is not supposed to reveal their card till after everyone gets a chance to take a hit, but I don't want this to take forever with decision paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
So if he busts, I just want to know. I'm giving you an advantage in that respect. So, all right. So now Butcher is going to stay on his cards. Not taking any hit there. And then the nun is going to take a card. And what's Penelope doing?
Hit me.
Was that what?
I said hit me.
All right, roll it.
It's 2. Is it 1d13?
1d13. Yep.
Also, Aiden has been watching. That's kind of his thing right now, like this whole game, each round. So, can I roll perception?
You can. So I think that puts Penelope at 23, doesn't it?
14. Yeah, it would put her at 23. She's over.
Fuck.
So Penelope bust.
Boo.
Watching people. Oh, goodbye, Nat 20. I see jack shit.
I heard that despair from the other room.
Oh, I weep.
All right, so Penelope's a bust. All right. Okay, and now that everyone else has gone through, we're going to have the dealer has to hit. Got a hit on the...
Pierce take another card, or did he stay?
Did who?
Pierce.
Oh,
Pierce,
yeah.
Pierce.
Yeah, Pierce took an extra card as well. All right, now we're going to see what the dealer who has to hit on a 15 gets.
Will be bust too.
9, bust.
Fuck yeah.
So everyone still in wins.
Oh.
Ooh.
So that means Harvester plus 3. Penelope is minus 3. Anise is plus 1.
So I'm up to 6.
What was that?
Oh, I'm up to 6 now.
Yep.
Coins.
All right. Church is up 1. And the Mages Association is up 2. Okay. So now that we've done this once, hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. The order that you're in doesn't matter because you can't see each other's stuff, so I'm not going to shuffle you around unless you just want me to.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, new hands. What are people putting in?
I'll put in 2.
Same.
All right, 2 chips from each of you. Harvester is going to put in 3 chips again. Church is going to put in 4 chips. And the mages are going to put in... they're going to put in 2 chips. All right, let's see what the dealer's face-up card is. Dealer's face-up is 5. Now everybody gets to roll 2d13 again.
Unrelated to this game, what were the rest of the games again?
Yeah, so after this one, you've got either the Lancer game or the Assassin game, he wasn't sure. It's going to be 3-card Monty, which is absolutely a rigged game. That's going to come down to who can outrig the rig. Then there's going to be a slot machine. Then there's going to be horse racing.
Yeah.
And then there's something called the pit. And then there's one game that he couldn't get because he did not actually win every roll. He just won most of his rolls.
Gotcha.
So Anise has in either a 14 or a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Penelope has an 18.
So do I have to pick for the 1 or 11? Do I have to pick now, or can I draw a card and then choose?
You can draw a card and choose.
Okay. That's what I will do if it's my turn.
Let me just see what everybody else has got.
Penelope, stay.
Yeah, I would highly recommend. Well, you're not at 20, you're at 18.
Yes, but
that's still really good.
Yeah, do not, like, in the terms of someone who plays blackjack, don't do it.
Don't you do it.
Like, I actually like this game. I know how to play this game.
Fair.
I'm just not entering it.
Okay, so they've all got their stuff. Like I said, I'm kind of cheating by letting you see the second card before you place your bets because I don't want this to be decision paralysis. So...
you give us an advantage.
Okay, so the dealer got a 5 for the first card and a 3 for the second. So the dealer face up is now 8. They will have to hit next turn.
I'm gonna hit. Okay. I think I want that one to be in. Would it be an 11?
Let's see. So you've got a 3, a 4, and an ace.
You can decide once you get a card in your hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can keep it that 1 if the card puts you really fucking close.
Well, would it be a 1? Would it be an 11 or a 10? Is what I'm asking.
It'd be an 11. That's what you said, right?
Yeah, it's an 11. Yeah. Aces are 11 or 1.
Yeah.
So right now...
Yeah, I'm going to have it be an 11 then.
You've got a 7 or 17, depending on your preference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or, sorry, an 8 or 18, right? A 4 and a 3? Yeah. 8 or 18 for Anise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see where you rolled. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Penelope, I'm assuming you're hanging out on a 20?
Yep.
Fair. Okay, let's see. The butcher's going to take a card.
Bus.
All right. And church lady is going to take a card.
So really, it only matters if, like, having a higher number doesn't matter unless that number is 21, basically.
Well, if the dealer gets stuck on a 17, you need to beat a 17 because they can't take more cards. So you need higher than them, but you don't want to bust.
Which your 18 would automatically give you if you stick at the 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if the dealer ends up at 19, you get to take another card. It's just awful. So.
Yeah, but I have the advantage of being able to
flip between.
Just count that ace as a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we're not following strict blackjack rules because we don't want this to take forever. We're
Mhm.
abstracting some of it out so that it feels like blackjack, but isn't. Okay. And now let's see what the dealer gets. Everyone took a card in that round except for Penelope, by the way.
Yep.
All right. So the dealer who's currently on an 8 gets... All right, 10. So the dealer is now on 18 and has to stop.
I'm on 18. Does that mean I have to go higher?
Yeah, ties go to the house.
Okay, so I guess I have to draw another
Yeah,
card.
that means Penelope's automatically won. So he doesn't get to take more cards. So Penelope's going to beat him with the 20. Okay, so you got a 10?
I'll beat
So that would
18.
still put me at 18. Yeah.
Still put you at 18. And this is on 18 as well. Butcher is stopping where he's at. Church is going to take a card. Aiden, the church lady, is looking kind of nervous right now.
Hey.
Giving you the commentary on
gonna
this.
do prayer for her.
He can pray, sure.
He's gonna pray for her because again, he wants because from what Anna's told him, they want the church people to get an entry in.
Or
Okay.
we'd rather it go to
Or-
them than Butcher or...
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So if they're trying to help the church out, he's gonna pray for her. So yeah.
All right. You can see the mage flips his cards over and he busted. He's at like
Oh.
25 now. He just got a 9 on his last one when he was sitting on 14. So
All right. Guess I have to pray for an ace, or a 2, or a 3. Right?
yep.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Well,
19.
Cool.
Keep it.
I wanted to be a 10. No, I'm kidding.
You're gonna win.
Hooray.
yep, that puts you at 19. So that means you got to win. And so going around the circle now, Annis flips up her cards, and we can see she's got 19, so Annis is going to win. The butcher flips over his starting cards, which added up to 19. He has 2 cards and 1 more. He got to 19. Church lady is grabbing 1 more card. Gets a 5. She was sitting on 17, so she bust.
Oh.
Oh,
He tried.
Penelope wins, so net result.
Penelope
no,
is
that was
12 a
Annis.
12? Yeah, because she's got an 18.
Because it wasn't 12-10?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So,
Yeah.
Penelope, where were you at then? You're on 18? Oh, then do you want to take
Yeah.
a card?
Fuck it. You know what? Let's
Might
take
get
a
past
card.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
I
like,
was
again,
like,
this isn't
yeah.
how real blackjack works. This is just more interesting for what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
In case anyone
Like,
is in the comments 3 months from now being like, that's not right. You're correct.
Jack, black, Jack, black, Jack.
Yeah. I was like, if anything, I mean, if you don't roll, he's gonna, you're tied, so. Hey, yo, go for it, Penelope. Halfling luck.
Is more fun.
Okay.
Gotta pray for Penelope. Yeah. Hey, Eldath, we're gambling. Yeah. And by we, I mean him.
It's not gambling if it's for charity.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Fuck. No.
No. Oh, that's a 10
No.
out of 1. No.
Okay, so Penelope was a bust.
Oh.
So Penelope's down 3 chips, I think.
Sugar Cube, stop praying. It's too powerful.
Actually, you only bet two chips this time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're down -2. So Penelope's down 2, so she's at -5 in the round.
Did I put in 2 or 3?
For this one, you put in 2.
Okay.
So
I'm
Annis
up-
is... Yep.
I'm up by 4 now?
You're up by 3 now. Because you only bet 1 chip the first time.
Oh, so
I've
you
had to
don't
write
get
them
double-
down.
You only get double back if you blackjack?
Yeah, you get 1.5 times what you bet if you blackjack. Otherwise, you just...
get-
So, like, you
Otherwise you-
won a chip the first round.
Okay.
And you won 2 chips this round. So you're up 2 from where you started. Or 3 total from where you started.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, and then I get the chips back. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Not counting those, because we're counting like total winnings.
Gotcha.
Out of it, so... I have to keep track of where all of them are each round so I can tell who the biggest winner is. And from watching it right now, you can see that the Harvesters are currently the biggest winner. Because he's won both rounds and has bet 3 both times. All right. Final round. What are people putting in?
I'll put in 3.
I'll put in 2. Again.
Okay. At this point, Harvesters to put in 1 chip. The church is going to put in 3 chips, and the mages are putting in 3 chips.
What if people tie for the most winnings? Is it like a lightning round, or?
If that comes up, then they'll figure it out.
Okay.
They've got a way to figure it out, but essentially they'll just play another hand to determine the winner without any chips down. So, just against each other instead of the dealer.
Cool.
Should that come up, which it could this time, because if, actually if Anise wins and the Harvesters lose this round, then Anise is the winner. So hey, math.
All right. Roomba, I need you to spot.
Oh, okay. So the card that the dealer turns face up is a 10. So before anything else happens, let's see if they blackjack. Oh, nope, but it's a jack. So dealer is on 20.
Whew.
Hard mode.
Oh Lord.
All right.
Right.
So Anise is on 12. The Harvester immediately flips over both of his cards, and he has blackjack.
Oh,
He got an 11 and a 1.
No wonder he fucking did only a 1.
No, he didn't get to see his cards before he.
No, he didn't know before. He blackjacked.
Yeah.
All right.
So he gets
All right.
2 coins.
He'll just get 2.
Yeah.
The church got their 2. The tough part is anyone who doesn't get a blackjack's gonna lose. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Intensity. All right, Penelope can get her 2d13. All right, so she's on 15 and
14.
14. Sorry, stupid totals.
Or no, sorry, that's not a 1. That's an 11. Damn.
Yep. And all right, so no one else got a blackjack, so you each get to keep trying. All right, so Anise, what'd you get?
Oh shit! Oh, that's what you needed. That's what you needed.
Well, also blackjack.
I got that
Hold on.
legally.
BRB.
Excitement. Nice.
In case you couldn't tell, the gremlin
Success.
just came in here to screech.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm back.
Why even play D&D, you guys? Why don't we just gamble? Why don't we just play a simplified version of blackjack?
No.
Oh my god.
Look, I was really disappointed when I figured out card counting, and card counting doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Church away. Let's see how well the church does. I'm going to tell you meta what they're on now because it doesn't matter. The church is currently sitting on an 18.
Oh.
Oh no.
And busted, obviously.
All right, Penelope.
Halfling luck. You can do it.
19.
19.
It's a 19.
I mean, technically, you could hit again.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to get an
I mean,
ace or
there's
a
no
two.
point in not.
Yeah, you might as well go for it. You have to beat a 20.
Yeah. Oh wait, do I just go again now?
Just go ahead now. It doesn't matter. You can't see their other
Okay.
cards.
Get a
All
one.
right.
Get a
Come
one.
on, baby. This is the one time I want you to get a 1
Or a 2.
or 2.
Ooh. Fuck.
Oh no, so close.
She's like, I heard 1 and 2, and that makes 3.
Alas. So Penelope bust.
So close. Ugh.
And let's see what the church get. Or not the church. Let's see what the mages get. The mages, for added drama, have been rolling really funny. So, yeah. The mages from the first round have a 4 and an ace. So they're on 5 or 15. Now they're rolling a 10. So no matter how they want to read that ace,
They've lost.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that, because like a 4 plus a 10 is a 14. But
They could
Yes.
still get blackjack.
14 plus, yeah. So they have a 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 10 is 15. So they got one more card. And get another 10. Okay, they out. So net total for this round. So harvesters blackjacked, so they got 2 chips instead of 1. Penelope was -2, so Penelope net on this total is -7 chips. Anise blackjacked on the 3, so that would be 4 and a half, so you get 5 chips. So that puts you at +8 chips.
Coming back from the, like, no chips.
Yep, and then Church did not have their best round. They are -6 chips.
Oof.
And the mages had a -3 chip round. So Anise and the harvesters both got 8 chips this go.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
So now the two of you get to play blackjack against each other.
Yay.
So,
Against each other, not the house?
yes. So, ignoring all of the house stuff, you're just going to get 2 cards. You're not going to show them to each other, and you're going to decide.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you can tell me, because I'm not changing what he does, regardless. I'll just go ahead and roll his first, and then I'll do that in secret, and then you can roll yours.
And moving Hemlock now would be way too obvious.
That's up to you.
I mean, can I?
I mean, seeing what he's got isn't going to matter that much.
No.
I mean, it would tell you whether or not you needed to hit on a big number, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's up to you.
I'll go ahead and... Ooh,
So that's either a
a
4
or a
or
13.
14.
Or 14.
Yep, 4 or
Yeah, either
14
way,
for you. He sets his cards down. He's sitting on what he's got.
I would say
Well, I'm
hit.
obviously going to hit again.
Yeah. 21.
Well,
Holy shit.
I just
Yep.
turn the cards over, slam them down, and go, Blackjack, what you got to say about that?
he flips over his 10 and his 9, and he like lifts his shoulders. He shrugs. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, so you win the round for that. There were no chips up for it, but you got a bow.
Yeah, you got your entry, bruh.
Yay.
The fucking team's going in hard. Both of them winning shit the first 2 rounds. He's worried for both of y'all now.
Yeah.
His
Yep.
anxiety's just upping a scale. Like, it's just hitting high.
All right, the
Woo!
dealer is going away. There you go.
Woo.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm
And
gonna
he's
give
got
you all
more
the new totals because gotta up that.
I should have 13 chips now, I think.
You do.
Okay.
I think Penelope has 3.
Yeah.
I may not be rolling natural 20s, but I am rolling natural blackjacks, apparently.
That's acceptable. That is acceptable.
I mean, if one thing we've learned is we share between the teams, I'm sure we can pump Penelope back up.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden has been keeping like a safe reservoir on his side. He's like, all right, if they need these 5 tokens, they're not being betted on. Just the safety net.
All right, what would you like to do between rounds now?
How long did that last?
That one took a little bit longer because of all the individual player choices. So we're gonna say that took about 30 minutes.
Oh, well then he would have, in the middle of that, like...
Yeah, you have no issue doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Roomba, cover for me. And just takes a sip.
You're not out of place drinking on this ship.
That's fair.
All right, so yeah.
Got 45 left on that one.
So, I know
Like-
between games, Penelope wants to go talk to Van-Fem really quick.
Okay.
She's either gonna go talk to him or talk to Pierce, but back at the table with
Okay.
Jonas too.
I will drag the NPCs to their respective holding facilities.
Cool. Actually, yeah, I'll have her go talk to Pierce and Jonas. This seems a little more important.
Okay.
Actually gonna... Oh, okay, Penelope's already walked away.
Sticking with Buck again.
I was gonna say, did you need to say something before she walked away?
He was gonna say something to both of them before they walked away.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Go
you
for
can
it.
still
just
say
really
it.
quick.
Here.
He just like does like a little hand motion to them.
Circle up.
Okay. And
Sorry,
he
I
just
just
kind of
didn't
like
mean to
gets
step on you.
across. How good on coins?
I'm pretty good. You can actually have some of mine now if you want to enter any of the other games.
Hmm.
Or if you need some of these back, Penelope.
Penelope just holds up her 3 coins and just makes a pouty face.
Yeah, and it's just puts 3 more coins in her hand. Or no, she'll put 5 in her hand because she gave her
She'll just
5.
go. She'll just hold out her hands and be like, "Alms for the poor."
Okay, so you're both at 8 now, if I have that right.
Plus
Cool.
5. He's just like, if information on horse race can gather, maybe we do a thing. Wink.
Oh yeah, yeah, because a couple of us can be horses, can't we?
Wink.
Oh dear.
I'll see what my dear cousin knows, and then we might be able to go talk to, I don't know, Van-Fem about it, maybe? I don't know.
One other thing. If you two secure, I want try for Bull, if possible. But if you two secure, check on Church, see how they do.
The bow is the slot machine, right?
Yeah.
It's not really a way to. That's just pure luck. Not that blackjack wasn't also pure luck.
No way. No way. Not luck.
Probably not. Probably not a way to cheat at slot machines.
Maybe ask Buck.
Yeah, I'm gonna check in with him. The next game, I might be able to do a little something to give myself some advantage there. Maybe.
Okay, I just had a train of thought, but I will wait until we're done with this conversation.
Yeah. He just wanted to make sure that everyone had their coins allotted for, was the first thing.
Yeah.
And then he's actually gonna pull Penelope to the side real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
In that
possible.
case, Anise is gonna
You sure good by him up there? You did warn. Let me share a thing. And he gets close to her ear.
Uh-huh.
And he tells her, he's like, he no contract with Van-Fem. Warning.
Are
He
you
wild
saying
card.
what?
He have no contract with Van-Fem.
Okay, so
I
he's
see it on everyone else. He no have it. Be careful.
Interesting.
He also, and he gets in real close, he angelic.
Oh.
Divine.
Okay.
Keep safe. Know that.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, that's the warning he wanted to give her, just because it's like this guy's a wild card. He's not under Van-Fem's like thumb. So he passes that to her, and he's like, okay, and he's just like, that what want share.
Okay. Question for the DM.
Sure.
Would sending a text to somebody count as my action for this round?
No, you can send a quick text.
Okay. I'm going to send a text to... Wait, do I have Lucretia's number?
I feel like you do.
I don't know.
Thought she did, yeah.
Well, say you did if you didn't, but I'm pretty sure you do.
I was like, I saw you
Okay.
texted her before.
Cool. Then, well, because, yeah, she's only sending before. I don't know if she has her number.
We'll say you got it if you didn't. You've got enough downtime to justify it. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then she's going to send a text to Lucretia with the pictures of all the prizes and ask her if she's basically just going to send a text and be like, I know you already have the arrow that you wanted, but is there anything else you want?
Okay.
And then she's gonna go.
I'm gonna have her
Hop
roll
over
to
here.
see what she wants to tell you. Okay, you'll get a reply.
Oh. Oh. Oh, good. Just gonna send a text back.
On my Roomba.
Mystery.
Oh, Mr. Hierophant. He's just chilling by himself. I'm gonna chill with him.
So yeah, while she's waiting on a text back from Lucretia, she's gonna just kind of go over here and strike up a chat with Jonas and Pierce. And be like, hey, how do you guys feel like you're doing so far?
All right. Sorry, shifting gears. Yeah.
You're good. You're good.
I will drag this over to the table. I'm not very good at gambling.
Is that Pierce or Jonas?
Yeah, they're annoyingly similar, aren't they? Yeah, that's Jonas. Pierce seems to be casually sitting there. He lost a bit last round, but he doesn't really seem bothered by it. Jonas is like, truth be told, I feel like there's not a lot of elegance to a game where you can't use any magecraft, you know? Like, why even have it?
I mean, it's kind of fun.
I suppose so.
Aaron, is there anything you guys are gunning for in particular now that we've seen all the prizes? the sword and the bow aside, I guess.
Jonas kind of shrugs. Pierce. Actually, roll persuasion.
Okay.
See if you can get him to slip up.
Alright, persuasion, let's go, baby.
You're still so charismatic from before.
Wow.
What's the duration on that?
I have no idea.
We'll roll with it for now, but I'll probably have to look that up. I don't know if it's like an hour or whatever, but regardless. Cinematic timing, totally fair.
Yeah. I'm like, why does she have advantage? Oh, right. I think it's
just
an hour, but...
Well, we'll play cinematic timing with it. That's fine.
Enhance ability. No, tell me what the spell does. Yep, concentration up to an hour, and I haven't done anything or had anything done to me that would break concentration.
Yeah, we'll say that it lasts through the duration of this interaction, and then it'll probably wear off.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case, I definitely need to go make my talk.
Yeah, we'll let you take advantage of that before we're done. But yeah, so
recast it.
It's up to you. Yeah, so you say that to him, he's like, Pierce, like, it's kind of struck. Honestly, I'm just having fun. Don't really need anything here, but would like to get into the event proper. Otherwise, I'll have to do it at work.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I always invite the association to one or two of these things, you know? Rather not spend the political capital, but if necessary. A little more fun to win it, though.
I mean, yeah. What are you gonna do if somebody else from work gets the invite instead?
Try to cut a deal. You know the way things. See what I can and can't get out of it. Honestly, I'm just hoping that I get an opportunity to participate in the big game.
Penelope just nods. Yeah, I think it could be interesting. I'm still not sure if I did enter what I would enter for, but...
Well, if you enter and you win, I hope you have a good wish. It's the real appeal, isn't it?
Don't worry. Huh?
That's the appeal, isn't it? Like, ultimately getting a wish.
Yeah.
Huh? Still, you got a pretty nice sword, didn't you?
Yeah. Although, like, I'm using it to pay my lawyer, so...
Yeah, he did seem very adamant about getting that.
Yeah. But I don't mind. He deserves it.
Gotta keep your lawyers up on top of things. Otherwise, you know, how do you get out of trouble?
Hey, look, this is how I keep him on a retainer.
You pay him in swords?
I pay him in swords, I pay him in booze, I pay him in favors, you know.
Oh, it's like a college kid.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Well, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Keep such interesting company.
Yeah. Okay. Quick out of character question. Because I don't remember. I know she asked Jonas about Yon-Sack's coat. Did she ask either of them about Hither-Sack? No, well, maybe not Jonas, but did she ask Pierce about Yon or Hither?
I don't believe she did.
Okay.
I don't think she did. I know that you were in disguise when you met Jonas before, but I don't think you've mentioned either of them to Pierce.
Okay. Yeah, I keep some, like, I also know a few people, like, because you both work at with the Mages Association, right?
They both nod.
So, Jonas, I know you know her. Pierce, right?
Yes, that's right.
Do you know Hither Saxcoat?
He's gonna roll and see if he remembers that name.
Oh, shit.
No, it doesn't quite ring a bell.
Mm.
I think I know a Yon Saxcoat.
Oh, do you?
I think so. She's the one who keeps trolling El-Melloi.
Oh, no. I mean, maybe she does. I don't know. Like, no, that's her sister.
Oh, is it? Is that Hither?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One of them did. I knew the name Saxcoat. I rolled a 3, you see.
But yeah, no, the two of them are sisters.
Oh, okay. An interesting family,
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah. But yeah, they're also, or at least one of them's with the Mages Association.
Yeah, it's a pretty big organization, even if you don't strictly go to Clock Tower.
Yeah. She's like,
So what do you know of that bow you just got?
What do I know about it?
Yeah. Like, do you recognize it? Do you know it? I didn't get a good look at it before.
Can I see the picture of it again?
Sure.
I'm just like, good question.
This is the one that I was fortunate enough to find a blown out picture from different angles on.
Ah. She's just gonna be like, I know it looks old. I don't really know much about it, though.
Give a history check, and I'll see if you've figured something else. Because I didn't make you do this for every single item. So.
17.
It's European. Old.
I know that it's old and European.
Fair enough. Like, you haven't really had a chance to analyze it yourself, but just from the design.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, yeah, do you know anything else about it?
Not too much. From what I could see, it looks northern. Maybe Norse, maybe Viking.
Oh, interesting.
Could be worthwhile. We're checking in on it, at the very least.
Yeah.
I wonder who you'd summon with it.
Huh?
Are there any famous archers that you know of?
Can I do another history check?
Sure.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you're you.
14.
No one immediately comes to mind. Like, this is not the kind of thing that you've extensively studied. You might have to go do some actual research.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, if you'd ever like to get it properly analyzed, just bring it by the library and the law department. We'd love to help you out.
Oh, sure. I might have to send it through a friend, because people don't exactly like me at Clock Tower.
Yeah. Traditionalists are a bore.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll bring it by sometime.
Oh, we'll look forward to it.
Cool.
Just call ahead. We travel a bit. We do a bit of research.
Gotcha.
We do work with the archaeology department and other departments, and sometimes it sends us about. Though, do come by the library whenever you can. We've got amazing drones keeping things going.
Huh. Well, here, do you have a phone or anything? Should we trade contact info?
I don't personally, but if I get your information, I can certainly have someone reach out to you for me who does have a phone.
Oh, yeah, and
you can see Jonas rolling his eyes.
Wait, I don't remember. Does Jonas have a phone?
He has more modern amenities than a lot of them, including a soup closet. So you can
soup closet.
You can
Jonathan,
assume.
do you have a phone?
Yes, of course.
Well, here, I'll give my number to Jonas, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay, give me a wisdom check.
Oh, shit.
I know where this is going.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, this isn't good.
Wisdom check.
Yep.
I wish I was there.
Don't worry about it.
Ugh.
No.
Wait, no. She's like, hold on, wait. No, you know what? If this is about the phone number, she never traded numbers with him before.
No, I know.
Okay.
I'm just making sure
That
you
must be
understand that for the future, he now has one of your identity's numbers. I know you never gave him one before, but just keep that in mind.
I think I was mostly saying that for Fishy over
Got
there.
it. Yeah.
Okay, because I thought you gave him your number as like
No.
the student, and I was like, oh god.
No.
No,
Can
you're
I
good.
specify that I gave him Jameson's number?
Sure. That's fine.
Sure.
It's up to you. You are the boss of you.
Yeah, she's gonna give him Jameson's number, and she's gonna be like, "This is the best number to reach me at right now."
All right.
It's not my number, but they can get a hold of me. So.
Of course, you're a pop star.
Yeah.
All right. So that's Penelope time, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Anise time. Just going across the vote.
Anise is gonna check in with Buck.
Okay. You can see Buck still sort of leaning back over there. This time he hands you something as you get closer. It's very subtle though. He's trying to keep it slight. So he slips you something. It feels like a tube. It's up to you if you want to look at it or just pocket it.
She's gonna pocket it for now.
Okay. Not a problem. So you pocket it. He's like, so if I'm right and the next game's Monty, it's gonna be rigged.
Well, yeah, cool.
It's a con game, so you know you're gonna have to cheat if you want to win.
But we have to not get caught cheating.
Right, that's the trick.
Conundrum.
That or you just sit this one out. You got what you needed.
That's true. But the more catalysts we win, the less catalysts. She just gestures over towards the harvesters.
Yeah. Who currently have the most chips. So there's that.
Plus, I like 3-Cod Monty. It's fun.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah. Not really sure the best way to cheat at it here though, but
it's a little difficult.
Whichever one you think it is, it's probably not that one. Get a bit Monty Hall there, isn't it?
Okay, me the person didn't understand what he just said, but does that mean anything to Anise?
Sure. Yeah, it's the Monty Hall bit where you pick behind 3 doors.
Gotcha.
And after you pick one door, he says, okay, well, this other door has a goat. So do you want to stick with the door you've got, or do you want to change? Which turns into endless internet arguments from people who don't understand probability. The important thing for you to take away from this is that there are going to be 3 cards in front of you. Whichever one your eyes tell you it is, it's not.
Gotcha.
So it's not actually a 1 in 3 chance. So he's telling you it's more of a coin flip, assuming it's possible to win at all, which we're assuming it is because they say there's no cheating. But be that as it may.
Cool.
But this is largely a matter of doing a sleight of hand versus like perception check.
What'd you think of that blackjack? I got that without cheating at all, just luck.
That was baller. You beat a halfling at a luck game.
I did, yeah.
Oh, they're not going to believe this at home. But yeah, you did it, and you got a bow. That's awesome. Do you use a bow?
Do I? Skills, abilities.
Proficiencies.
Light armor, medium armor, shields. Weapon, clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, spears. No bows.
Really? They don't give druids bows?
You'd think.
You would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're
You'd
picky.
think that like any amount of elven would give you automatic bow proficiency.
I know full elves get it.
Yeah.
Maybe half elves don't.
Yeah, because I don't see it on my proficiencies.
Okay. Weird.
Yeah, it's not something I can really use, but who knows?
I guess it serves other purposes.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's... Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I feel like if there's any round to skip, it might be this one, but it's up to you. I don't know how much you want that weird pointy hook thing.
It's not about wanting any of the catalysts so much as wanting to keep them away from people.
That's
I
true.
think that the slot machines would be the one to skip, because there's not really a way to tip those in any favor. It's all pure luck, unless I'm missing something.
Slot machines are usually rigged, but not in your favor. Way I understand it, the best way to rig a slot machine is to know the person who sets it up and to have a deal going. Or just be lucky.
Well, our friend Sugar Cubes seems pretty intent on trying to win that Ruby Bowl, so he's going to be entering that one.
Might be the best one for him to try at, I guess. Doesn't have to worry too much about being swindled through the normal means.
Yeah, might sit this next one out. Not terribly interested in the catalyst.
That's fair.
More or less trying to keep catalysts out of the wrong people's hands. Then again, if we win all the catalysts all weekend, we're definitely going to be targets if we're not already.
I mean, possibly, but on the same note,
Whoop! Shit.
we're already here, so maybe you could bribe them off.
I knocked over my microphone by accident. I'm sorry, guys.
So dramatic. It's like, I just like how she's like, we might be targets, and then out of nowhere, the player gets attacked.
Yeah, unless Buck has anything else to say.
The only thing he has left is, so when they bring out the horse tracks, might be worthwhile to run in it yourself.
I was thinking that.
I don't know where they're going to get horses from, but...
Two of us can be horses. Do you know if they're going to allow outside horses to even enter? Or
I don't know, but I'm willing to bet if you offer it, they'll probably take you up on it. Just got to convince them. Get your charismatic friend to take care of it.
That's fair. Out of any of us, I think she's probably got the best shot. And they know she has a horse. Honestly, I'm offended they didn't ask her.
That might be why they let you bring a horse.
That's true.
Yeah,
right.
That's been set up for months.
Once more in our car ride back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you called it. It was beautiful.
Wonderful.
Right. Well, we'll see what we can do there.
Foreshadowing's fun.
Yay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if the conversation with Buck is over.
Yep, you're good. Hooray.
So, can you use a bow?
Please hold on while I consult the weird world that is monk logic. Pretty sure the answer is no, but I'm going to confirm because monks can use more weapons than people give them credit for.
Yeah.
Really funny. I think this has come up before because Aiden can, and y'all were like, "Wait, he has a bow?" Because he's carried one on his back before, and he.
I mean, historically, centaurs use bows.
Yeah.
I mean, I say historically like there's an actual history here, but like in stories,
Yeah.
centaurs use bows.
But it makes me laugh because like we've actually had this where it's like, wait a fucking minute, he's got a bow on his back, and I'm like, yeah, guys, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm just gonna Google it because I don't want to dig through his sheet. Like his sheet is so long.
Yeah.
Like it's not Anise long, but because it's an NPC sheet, it doesn't get tabs, so I have to scroll forever. What counts as a monk weapon? I don't see bows on this.
Worth a shot.
Yeah. I mean, in a world of feats, it's pretty easy for someone to pick things up if they want to. It's
Now,
crazy what one level of fighter will get you.
Question, because I don't know if it was mentioned. Like, when Anna's hit the anti-magic field, did she tell like the whole party that like, hey, the field is there, or wherever the games are? Or like Aiden picked up on that when he saw
I think Aiden picked up that something was interfering when
he tried to do the somatic.
Yeah, when Jonas was trying to cheat. I'm just gonna tell you in the meta because the other two might know, but you might not. Jonas's whole deal is animating stuff. He was trying to animate the ball to move where he wanted it to.
Hey.
It just didn't work because of the anti-magic field.
No.
Yeah, it's just the question is if Aiden puts together, it's like, would he know it's an anti-magic field?
He'd have a good chance of knowing that. It's reasonable.
Okay.
You know they exist.
Yeah.
You know it's a thing.
That's concerning.
That wouldn't drop polymorph, would it?
I'm pretty sure
it would if you stepped on it, but it only goes to the wheel. Yeah. Like it would absolutely interrupt any spells that are currently going. It'll also mess with your attunements.
So I was like, I need to know this in character, and I need to know if I know this now.
Yeah,
so
you do.
There's an anti-magic field on all of the, like on the wheel and all the tables and stuff, basically.
Well, you know there isn't one where Mr. Hierophant currently is.
Yep, because
That's fair.
Hierophant and Aiden would have just had an issue.
Right. It seems to be where the games are being played right now.
Okay.
Because you didn't get that vibe walking by that any other time in the last day. Because you would have felt it instantly because anything that was magical on you would have shifted a little bit. You would have felt it.
Playing an extra hard mode, baby.
Yeah.
AKA, Aiden might not even be able to play slots.
We'll see.
We'll find out. He'll be able to run.
All right. So now we'll jump over to Aiden, I guess.
The thing that he was gonna do, I might hold off on it until, because I feel like we're not gonna have the time for it. And if Anise is willing to recast, because it would be something that like everybody's kind of involved in. But otherwise, he might just go to the church and check in on them at the moment. But
I'll put it this way: I can only do it for multiple people one more time. I will be out of 3rd level spell slots. I'll be able to cast it on one person a few times.
I was gonna say, because like we have to kind of do it in tandem with each other. But if they're gonna enter the next round anyways, then we wouldn't have a chance to really do it to like kind of get everybody to mingle how we were gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
So probably next game.
Yeah, considering it's already 9:40.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll go over here then.
Okay. What's he doing?
He's gonna check in on them. Which nun was the one that did the last game?
We'll say this one.
Okay.
They're depressingly interchangeable right now.
I know. He just goes up and he's like, "You tried best. You did well. Looked hard."
It's not an easy game. I'm not a gambler at heart. But they said I could understand it, so I did it.
Just thumbs up to her.
She gives a thumbs up back.
And so he's just kind of like, next game also cards? You do again?
No, I'm afraid not. I I'm not good for games like that.
So, another go? Or...
I'll be playing.
Oh. It's just like, we do... And he just, like, looks at Charity. He doesn't know her name, though, yet. Or no, did they introduce? No, not yet. And he's like, prayer before a game? Extra luck? Extra guidance? Thumbs up to, like, the table?
They shrug. Like, they're here for that. Like, I mean, they're going to pray anyway. So.
Hell yeah, he's joining in.
All right. Group prayer.
Yeah.
Hooray.
He's gonna learn about their religion.
Oh, good.
But also wondering.
Oh no.
He's like, I don't know anything about them, but I like how they look and they seem pretty nice.
Fair enough. Aiden is definitely going to learn about monotheistic belief.
He's not gonna say shit about Eldath to them because he's worried. Because he's not sure whether or not he can trust them yet.
Yeah. So at this point, because I think this one can be resolved in 20 minutes. It's a very simple game. One of the pit fiends comes over to this area to the right of the wheel, which I'll zoom out on here. And this one, unlike the first two, this one looks shady as hell. This one brings over a giant fold-out table that it pops open, sets in front of it, has a big hat, has a few pit fiends standing at the other exits to keep an eye out for the cops, and pulls out 3 cards and starts flipping them around on the table, and then it calls over for everyone. Win big money. Come on over. Win big chips. Win big prizes. Win big pointy fishhook.
Before the blonde girl goes down, like, I do want to try and actually get her name. He's just like, I pray. He's like, I do prayer, but you know your name?
Oh, yes, it's... I have to make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly, because it's French, but it's not real French. It's fate French. It's, Laeticia? It's either Laeticia or Laeticia, depending on which weird English we want to apply to this.
I think it's Laeticia.
Is it Laeticia?
I think so.
Sounds very fake.
I'll take it. Yep.
It's like, okay, Laeticia, I got it. And he just like goes, I am sugar cubes.
That is a very interesting name.
Thank you.
Is it a translation from another language?
Penelope, give me name.
Ah, she must think you are very sweet.
Ah, thank you. And he just thumbs up to her. He's like, you got this.
Thank you.
And then he's gonna start praying hardcore to Eldath, because even though he listened to them, he's like, nah, my goddess.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. She got
All right.
2 gods to back her up.
I wonder if they get along.
Probably not.
All right, Butcher's not going to bother with this one. He's going to hang back, but he's going to send somebody to do this for him.
Who's he sending?
Somebody doesn't speak English.
Now she wasn't gonna, but now she's gotta.
I'm gonna go down here to the Roomba and watch everything.
Wait,
Actually, I want to watch by Mr. Hierophant. Wait, no.
Beside Derek. Okay.
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna watch by Mr. Hierophant.
Oh, no.
Why not? Why can I not move? What?
I don't know.
All I can do is draw arrows.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to move you and see if that unlocks it. Can you move now?
No.
Don't know what would do that.
Oh,
you're moving now. Weird.
She's also gonna have him come over here. Chill on the shoulder of that suit of armor.
Oh shit, we got Jonas.
Yep.
Are you sure you don't want to make yourself next to Leopold?
I thought about it, but
You should do it.
well, yeah, true. Oh, yeah, she's gonna say to him, "Can you in German? Can you even play since you don't speak much English?"
He replies in German. This con game has been played in every country since we found the number 3.
Fair.
All right, is Penelope sitting out of this one?
Yep.
Was that a yes or
I put her
no?
where I put her on purpose.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, so yeah, he's flipping the cards around.
Can I say at some point before I came over here that I took a peek at what Buck handed me?
Sure. It is the stolen rod from Penelope.
No. Yeah, Anise is just not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's how he did it. He literally slowed the boat shaking with the rod.
Wait, what?
Oh,
It can do
That's
that?
that's how
It
he was able to
prevents the thing from moving for a very brief amount of time when it's this big, and it was enough for him to time it so that the little ball would fall slightly askew on the ship, and he did it outside the magic field.
Oh my god.
Like, it can't prevent the boat from moving entirely, but he only needed it to work once. That's also why he specified the last game. If he did it more than once, it would be really obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because all I have on the only description I have on that iron rod is an ordinary looking flat iron rod with a weird button at the end.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he knows what it does.
Uh.
And you can ask him later if you wish.
Oh, I'm done.
That's if
All
you
right.
find out that he even had it.
It's true. That's up to you.
Ugh. Anyway.
All right, so yeah, the shady pit fiend is like, find queen, win big, double money back. Find queen, win big, and it's flipping through, and he flips over the cards, and because this is more fun this way, there are 2 prototype Arthurs and 1 actual Arthur. They all look very similar. But one of them is the queen. And so he's flipping through, he's moving them back and forth with the unnatural speed of a pit fiend.
Is this another 3 rounds, or is this like you do it once?
This will be 3 rounds. You can bet each time if you wish. Put down money, get pit card. Is easy, see? Points, the one that he points to is that one. Flips it around a few times. It's pretty standard shenanigans. So, who go first? The lot of you are looking at each other.
I guess I'll go first.
Good. Big winner.
down.
Good lady.
1 coin.
All right, you put down a token.
1
And-
coin. Yep.
Yep, he picks up the cards and he starts flipping them through with ridiculous speed. If you would like to try to follow it, you may roll a perception check. If you want to do something else, you can try to do something else.
I'll just do perception. Well, it would help if I could actually roll. Hang on. It rolled outside of the box. What?
Oh, no.
Okay. I did it again. Let me roll perception. There.
Is it not rolling in the
I-
box?
I swear to you, I'm rolling it.
I believe you.
I
What
can
is
hear
going
it.
on, Fantasy Grounds?
Oh,
Oh.
there he is.
There we go. I didn't
Okay.
get anything better than an 11 when I rolled before anyway. No, if I'd gotten a 20, I was going to screen cap. But
Right. Okay, so yeah, you see him moving the cards around really, really quickly. From the way that your eyes followed it, of the 3 spaces, it's on the left.
Oh, what did Buck say?
Buck said it wasn't that one, but there are 3, right?
There are 3 cards. Yep.
Okay. It's just I pick one.
Yep, you just pick one.
So it's 50-50. Okay, so it's not the one on the left. I will pick the one on the right.
Okay. And now we will see which one of them it actually is. All right, flips it up, and it is, in fact, the one on the right.
Woo! Yay!
Okay. All right, then he turns over to the rest of them in order, and they're going to go through something similar. I'll just speed this up. And shuffling through them quickly, Jonas loses. Yeah, actually, everyone but Laeticia loses. She wins. And they each also only put down 1. So, this is the quick and easy one.
I'm also going to keep track to see if any of them are cheating once more.
I mean, you see that you can roll for that, sure.
Whoa!
The Pit Fiend's cheating.
The Pit Fiend? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
The Pit Fiend is
I
obviously
can't call
cheating.
him out. I
Yeah.
can't get him thrown off the boat.
Well, what you can see when you're watching the Pit Fiend is that not only is the card that, it shows you the correct one, that card is actually slightly dog-eared on one corner. And as it shuffles, it untwists the dog ear and it twists a different one so that if someone's trying to follow those, they're going to follow the wrong card too. So it's advanced cheating. All right, and then he comes back over to Anise and asks for your bet.
I'll put in 2 this time.
Okay. And he repeats the shuffle. You can do your perception check.
Let me see if I can actually get it to roll. There we go. Oh, that was almost a 20.
Okay. You lost track. You're not sure which one you were supposed to be following.
Can I keep track for Anise?
I mean, but you wouldn't be able to tell me.
I'm trying to find a way to, we're allowed to cheat here.
I'm going to pick the one on the right again.
Okay. You're rolling just blind on it?
Sure.
And it is the middle one.
Yep.
So you are now -1 chips. All right. The others are going to go through something similar.
A -1?
Because you bet 2 chips that time.
Yeah.
So you won a chip before, and then...
Did I not get 2 for winning the last round, or did I just get the 1 back?
So, oh, sorry. I'm talking about, net.
Okay.
Yeah, you won 2 chip... Or you won the chip from last time, so you're up 1. And then you bet 2 chips, now you're down 2. So you ultimately are down 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So from that one, same results as last time. They all made the same ones. It's no one seems to be super heavy in on going to bat for this one. And now it's final round, and he's back to you one more time.
Did anyone win in the last round?
Just Laeticia.
Okay, so she's up. I'll just put in 1.
Okay.
And I will prepare to make my perception check again.
Yep.
Hey.
Okay. So you follow which one he wants you to see. But while you're doing this, you notice that Laeticia's looking at the one on the right.
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to grab the one on the left.
All right, yeah. I'm going to try the one on the right again. 3rd time's the charm.
It's that one. You're correct.
I'm ultimately at 0.
You're ultimately at 0, which picked you ahead of 2 of them. Now for going down the row, we got Jonas. He's going to try to follow this. Okay, so Jonas put down 2, and he actually picked the correct one, just on blind luck. So he is now at 0, because he lost some. Or actually, he's at +2 now. Okay, and it's another goose egg round for the harvesters, who are now at -4. And someone's going to get thumped when he gets back.
Oh no.
It cost them 4 chips. And then she comes up, and she, before anything else happens, she puts down 5 chips.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep, she puts
Get
down
it.
5. And when she does this, the Pit Fiend sort of narrows its eyes, picks up the cards, and he starts flipping them in very advanced, supernaturally fast. Like, you would have like, you can't, you're standing right there and you don't see how anyone could possibly follow that. It is impossible.
I'm gonna try and follow it.
You can try.
Me sure. Me too, sure, why not?
Never.
Nope. None of you can see at all what's happening.
I mean, I got a 19.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see your roll. So you actually managed to see him. As he's flipping through it, he replaces one of the cards with a different card, so that there is no longer a winning card. And he puts it down in front of her. And then she reaches over and she taps on the middle card, and it smirks and it flips it up, and the winning card is there. And she says, "Thank you."
Yes.
And so she won.
Huh.
And she wins the round. And she gets a big pointy hook.
Can I? She's like right behind me. Can I do like a little cheer and like clap
Sure.
hands with her? Yes.
You can.
Yeah. You
And
did it.
because he's holding it out in front of all of you, I will show you the item again. Because it's been a minute. He's a pointy thing. And while it is up close to you, Aiden, give me a d20 check without disadvantage. Okay, there's something familiar about it, but you don't know what. Not that you've seen it before, but it's just something about it feels familiar. All right, and he's going to go away to the downstairs.
Get out of here, Pit Fiend.
All right, well,
This is going to approach the blonde chick.
yep.
That was fantastic. I don't think there was a way for you to win that final round. I don't think there was a winning card on the table, but you somehow did it. And that's super impressive.
He works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. Just hands up.
Oh my god.
And then she leans forward to Anise and says, "But he also helps those who help themselves." And when she does so, she flashes at you quickly another copy of that card. And walks up.
Why?
Oh.
And her secret is safe with me.
Yes. I didn't just
Alright.
look at this poor guy.
Yeah, this is a rough time for him.
Oh,
Not getting
sugar
here.
cubes can't speak English. He only speaks feminine.
Oh, ask if he want get beer. We take beer back up. You said, you know, boss not nice. Maybe he should, you know, have someone watch over.
What?
You know, alcohol. They bring all night. You might alcohol.
What?
Round Noel.
I rolled to see if Anise would understand any of that. No.
round not well.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, you'll get to find out what happens to him in the future, I guess.
Yeah.
Not quite the cliffhanger we were going for, but he might be in a bad place. So.
Oh no. Aiden's like, get him alcohol. Bring it something to fucking appease that man.
I know what you're trying to say. Anise doesn't know what you're trying to say.
Fun times.
You sure you don't want to leave us with some other crazy cliffhanger?
I mean, I could force one, but it would be forced.
Nah.
So.
I mean, we're quitting for a couple months, so.
Yeah. It's not the most exciting, but it's where we got. You know, the next thing is a giant slot machine. That's fun.
Yes. Someone to play slots in my honor.
Can we do our like post game round?
Like right now?
Yeah.
If we can wrap it up in 5 minutes, yeah. But otherwise I gotta go. So
okay.
If you don't want to rush that, we can do that separate as well. Because we'll definitely have the time to do that.
As I say, all Penelope was going to do this round was ask Van-Fem what he thought of the song.
Oh, yeah, that we can cover right now. That's a quick and easy one. Yeah, he's going to turn to her and he's going to say, I do hope you take it on your tour. The stories are not done.
What did you think of the other songs?
I mean, all of them.
You sure?
That one over there, and he points his head towards Fancy, was beginning to fade until someone new picked it up.
Oh.
Do what you can. Make it more interesting. Build their stories with your own.
She's just kind of like staring at him like, and what about your story?
No, I write my own.
She's just like,
But I appreciate the homage.
Okay. She's just like, oh God, that is not what I was expecting. Well, I mean, I guess as long as you're not angry about it.
No, keep up the good work.
Ominous.
You're getting the impression that you did exactly what he wanted you to do.
Oh boy.
She's just kind of like, she just kind of nods and then walks away like, fuck.
Hey.
She's like, Johnny, I might have fucked up.
Okay, that can be your cliffhanger then. Fair enough.
When we pick back up, the first thing Anise is going to do is talk to Leopold. Like, try and, by force, if she needs to, drag him downstairs to one of the soundproof rooms and talk to him.
That works.
That could be
because I was
funny.
gonna take the alcohol upstairs. So you take him, I'll bring the alcohol. That's
Like,
where we
that was the
start.
quickest round. You'll have a little bit of time. So when we resume in forever, then we can start with that.
So I can keep track. How many minutes was that round?
That was only 10 minutes. That was very fast.
Okay, so I've got 35 on this current potion. I need to write that
Yep.
down.
Cool. Yep, and I'm keeping track of all the totals on all the tickets, so to speak, the tokens. So I won't remember that.
I will not remember.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't worry, I'm making note. Cool. All right, well, that's where we will wrap up then, and we'll resume this in the future.
Ooh,
We
the future.
the future.